Hello everyone, this is Waldorf,
This is Statler.
and now we're going to look at Battle Report 297.
297.
This is the Kingdom of Equitaine versus the other human army, the Empire of Sonnstahl.
There we go.
Colonial Carnage.
At least they don't have better cavalry now.
This is game 3.
Yeah.
You sure about that? Alright. So there's my list, same as the last two games, same as the last few weeks, so take a look. He has a Knight Commander. That's his general. He's on a horse with plate armor and shield with the light of the Sonnstahl.
Okay.
Prelate with plate armor, paired weapons, and a horse. BSB Marshal he's a great tactician. Not an average, not a good. He is great. He's got a halberd, plate armor, black steel, and the touch of greatness. Then he has a Wizard Master of Cosmo with light armor and the Exemplar's Flame. Exemplar's Flame is the one you spend a Veil token to give a unit killing blow.
Yeah.
Or lethal strike. 8 Electro Cav with Musicians, the Household Standard. Plate armor, shields, and lances. 5 Electro Cav with plate armor and great weapons. 40 Heavy Infantry, Musician Standard, Halberd, light armor, and shield. 2 units of 12 handgunners, an Arcane Engine, which has the Arcane Shield option. 29 Imperial Guard with a standard plate armor and shields.
Okay.
Steam tank, a mortar, volley gun, and 10 riders with the repeater guns and light armor. So that's the 30 shot unit.
Mm-hmm.
Strength 4 AP2.
Well, that was when we used those. Now everyone's using them.
They're actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I like them. And we're going to be playing Encircle and Breakthrough. So this is what it looks like after deployment. Excellent. Yeah. Looks like he went up in the middle and back in the flanks. I went up in the, I'm up in the flanks, back in the middle. And so up on the top left is a ruin. Hill in the top center-ish. Field over on the right. A wall in the middle. Hill on the left. I'm sorry, the right. This is another one of those weird escarpment hills. We called it impassable.
Okay.
Here in the kind of the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And a forest on the bottom left.
Okay.
So we deployed. You had to deploy 3. So I deployed, oddly enough, I deployed the bolt thrower on the far right, the unit of white knights there, and then the unit of aspirants over where you see him on the right.
Mm-hmm.
And then he deployed his whole army where you see it.
Okay.
And then once I saw where the volley gun is over there on the right in that field, I decided the rest of my army was going on the left side of the...
You didn't want to be there. Okay.
I decided nothing wanted to be on that side. That's also his 2 units of handgunners, too. So, if by deploying over here, stay out of all that nonsense.
And that's his halberds in the middle?
His big unit of halberds in the middle.
And line formation?
And, yeah,
Actually,
even more than...
Looks like horde formation.
Yep. They're 10 wide.
And his repeaters are next to him?
Repeaters there on the left. I mean, yeah, the left of them.
And his Imperial Guard are back there behind the steam tank?
Yeah, they're the bluish guys back there.
Mortar on the hill. Okay.
Yep. And then his big unit of knights over on the far right with his guy with the light of Sonnstahl, and then the prelate on a horse.
Okay.
And he uses a big Goodyear blimp thing for his arcane engine. So there we have that. So, Vanguards, he comes up to where you see his riders. Mm-hmm. And first round of movement, he comes up a bit. You can see the steam tank moving forward a little bit, I think. Mm-hmm. Its handgunners with nothing to shoot at are starting the long march across the field. Mm-hmm. We are playing Breakthrough. So,
okay.
You can see there's the halberdiers coming up behind the riders. And there's the rest of his army moving up. Riders decide to shoot. And shoot off a ton of my guys.
Wow.
I put Perception of Strength on me, I guess, in case I charged. Mm-hmm. But with 3 guys left, it's not likely that's going to happen. I don't think I want to deal with another stand and shoot. So my turn. He gave me a 10 or 11 inch charge into these cav up here on the top left with the great weapons.
Mm-hmm.
So I took it.
Yeah.
And happened to make it. So there was no downside to failing.
Not from back there. Yeah, it's too far away.
Well, if he countercharges me, I'm okay because I go first.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got a character in that unit. So I think he's in trouble if he countercharges me. So absolutely no downside to it that I saw.
Yeah.
So I smash into him, as you can see. My idea is I just smash him, break through him, and get out of arc with this halberdier unit. Elsewhere, you can see the remaining 2 white knights turned and went off behind the impassable, and in the magic phase grew 2 back.
1.
2. They were down to 2.
But you were down to 3.
Nope. Was I?
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay. Grew 1 back. Got off Master of Stone on the riders.
Oh, you may have lost something. Anyway.
Could have as well.
Yeah,
But
okay.
anyway.
Wow.
Got off Master of Stone and get 5 out of 6.
There's some
max
luck.
of 6.
Yeah.
It is a strength 5, but if
Yeah.
they hit, it should wound. But I rolled good.
You rolled good on everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think I rolled 5 and all 5 wounded.
Yep. You didn't make any saves.
So we smashed into these guys and only killed 3. It's a huge disappointment. But reformed. Then I reformed into a conga line facing the halberdiers.
And you were able to do that because they only had 2 guys left.
Because I was only touching 2.
Yeah.
I had 3 of mine touching 2 of his.
And this way you're touching 4.
And this way I'm still,
4
he's still
of yours
touching
against 2
4.
of his.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
The guys in the back are not quite touching, but that wall part of the ruin prevented them. They're just up behind the other guys. In addition, this put me just out of, like a half inch out of arc of the halberdiers.
Yeah, I figure that's why you did it.
Yeah, that was the second reason I did it. The other thing is...
The second reason, what would be the other?
Well, I was going to do it no matter what, because this way the halberdiers only get 3 on me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, rather than if I'm wide where they get a much more. So that was the other reason.
Okay.
And it turns out to be even better because it put me just out of their arc.
Mm-hmm.
I would have rather killed them and overrun, but it's what it is. Come on, click. There. All right. I don't know what that is in front of the steam tank. It's got a blurry kick tail.
It's a die. That's 2.
Oh, okay. There you go. It's been picked up. So on his turn, the riders come forward. They don't like their quarry escaping.
Yeah.
They didn't come forward a lot because he was worried about getting countercharged. But came forward enough so that they all had the arc to see him. You can see his halberd. So
they're looking at. Okay.
they can all still see the white guys because it's the pattern as well. Remember the footprint.
Yeah.
The halberdiers have pulled back a bit, just so they can get everybody back into their arc. And I think that's it for that side. You can see his Imperial Guard continue forward. The handgunners that were behind the wall now see what I'm doing, and they're swinging off to the left. Right side of the battlefield, the handgunners have made another march move along the edge, coming towards. I do have a bolt thrower in that far corner. And that's the Scorpion that they're heading towards. And his cav, emboldened by the fact that my bolt throwers have not been able to hurt him, just move forward and get on the hill, exposing the flank to the bolt thrower on the right.
Okay.
He elects not. After moving him there, he decided not to shoot at the White Knights and shot at the
Bolt thrower.
Shot at the Scorpion and did 2 wounds to it.
Was that one on the flank also?
That was what?
His Knights on the Hill. Is this one also on the flank?
His Knights on the Hill. Oh, this bolt thrower?
Yeah.
I think so. Mortar fires, rolls a 6, and kills 6 of my 10 archers.
Oh, wow.
Brigands.
Actually hit him in the woods.
Yeah, he needed a 6. What are you going to do? Actually, no, sorry, I'm wrong. He needed a 7.
He needed a 7.
And still did it.
Yeah, long range, hard target, woods.
Yeah. On my turn, I killed the last 2 remaining knights. I elected not to reform so I could charge. And on my turn, the
Charge the bolt thrower, yeah.
the Duke is going to charge out at the bolt thrower.
Okay.
Elsewhere, that was the only charge I had that turn.
Okay. Those 2 tokens.
And sorry.
What are
Yeah,
those?
those are his 2 veil tokens he's storing so that
okay.
he puts them there beside it
Next
so he
to this
doesn't
guy.
forget them.
Okay.
What else do we have? We had, let's do this real quick.
I see his
2 there. Oh, just wanted to point out.
his riders are running.
Just wanted to point out all the missing knights from those 2 flank shots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Just didn't want to blow by that fact.
All right.
Don't want to belittle them at all.
Did you fire them both at the knights?
I did.
Okay.
By the way.
Not the tank. Okay.
Yes. No. Screw the tank. They've got more important things.
Okay.
Those knights terrify me.
Okay.
What did I do? I did the Master of Stone once again. Killed 2 more of the riders, and panicked them to where you see them. They ran back through the Imperial Guard.
Okay.
My Duke up on the top has made it in,
Mm-hmm.
and over on the right, his knights that came up on the hill got way too close and just allowed me to dash forward past them.
Okay, you were able to get past them.
And out of the arc of the Imperial Guard.
Okay. And you grew back some more white knights, looks like.
And a couple more, 1 or 2 more white knights show up.
Reformed in the ruins.
Reformed, and then, since we have a musician, backed up into the ruins.
Mm-hmm.
His halberdiers. Oh, this was it. I killed the mortar on the hill.
Mm-hmm.
The halberdiers panicked and ran to where you see them.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. Unexpected. I mean, they're leadership 7 without a reroll.
Yeah, and the general.
It happens.
It's on the other flank.
Yeah. So it was like, wow, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, they rolled fairly low. If they were rolled any higher, then they're all the way down here on the far bottom right.
Yeah, yeah.
Because there's nowhere to stop in that mess.
Mm-hmm.
And may panic more stuff, but did not. Anyway, so that's where they ended up.
Okay.
And what else? Looks like that's about it.
Just taking a picture of the side table, looks like.
So the steam tank turns around, and the halberdiers rally, reform. Steam tanks heads back in that direction.
Okay.
The riders rallied but stayed where they were. Did not change their position because they wanted to leave that lane of fire for the volley gun up top, which has been moving, by the way.
Okay.
The first 3 turns spent moving 4 inches a turn off to try to get back into the combat.
Okay.
So anyway, and the handgunners turn and move forward a bit to face my guy on the hill and shoot at him.
Okay, and these guys come off the hill.
The guys came off the hill slightly.
Yeah.
He didn't want to get within charge range of my knights.
Mm-hmm.
With a Sonnstahl, I might have risked it if I was him, but who knows? There we go. That's a much clearer picture. His handgunners on the top right. This turn elected to stop and shoot.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And did 1 wound.
Okay. What turn are we on?
We were on like turn his 4, I think.
Okay.
3 or 4. Yeah. Oh, and my Duke, who had killed the mortar up on the hill, I overran to get closer to the volley gun and went like 3 and just got to the edge of the hill last turn.
Is there a wound on your Duke?
There is a wound on my Duke from the handgunners this turn.
Okay.
Which is disgusting, but it happens. Well, I got a 3 up, 6 up, so it's not that great.
Okay.
But anyway, they put a wound on me.
And his turn. Okay.
In his turn. So that's what we got there. My turn. The Duke on the hill charges straight across the board, makes a sharp turn to the bottom, and clips the volley gun.
That red guy is what? An aspirant that got...
And then the volley gun lights up my aspirants. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I missed that part.
Yes.
It was because I hadn't taken a picture of him gone. But the volley gun shoots at my aspirants, kills 4 out of the 5. The last guy there does make his panic check.
Does not panic. Okay.
So he's left to charge.
Okay.
So he charges into the...
and because he's one guy and you're not being chaffed anymore.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. thinking more about it, I should have charged into the rear of the handgunners instead of that. But I'm not sure I can see them. Anyway, whatever.
That's how far your Duke is from the volley gun.
Well, it's a fairly easily charged for him, and it's downhill.
Yeah.
The route he took was much longer. But anyway, so they're both going to make it in. The Duke up top kills the volley gun, overruns into the handgunners. The knight that went with him just about faces, turns back in.
Oh, okay.
Probably should have overrun with him, in my opinion, but did not. Down here on the bottom, I did fire my 2 scorpions once again at the knights. This time one of them hit and managed to kill 2, which is, great for, at this point, I think 8 shots.
Okay.
All at them. And we've got that. So it's back to his turn. I think he measures this, says it's 19, decides not to try it.
Okay.
Decides to advance instead. And it's back to my turn. Back to my turn. The green knights that were in the ruins, march out. They had got... maybe I haven't moved. Last turn they moved to where they...
They're the ones with the Strider banners. So
correct.
Yeah.
They were in the ruins. They marched out of the arc of the halberds who backed up again. His turn backed up again.
It's like he's missing a couple halberds.
Yeah, I've put a couple bow shots into him.
Okay.
Nothing major. This turn...
Yeah, I guess you get nothing else to shoot at.
Yeah, exactly. The red knights this turn, the banner of speed, are going to charge the steam tank.
Okay.
And that's it. They're going in alone. The white knights couldn't. I don't think I could get both in there. So they go in, and you can see his knights have come down off the hill and got easily to my bolt thrower, which actually has been picking up wounds from... I'm not even sure what's been wounding me.
Got a magic or...
But something's been wounding me and doing wounds here and there to me.
Okay.
I can't imagine what it would be, actually, looking at this picture, but... he tried the...
It's gotta be magic.
he tried some magic thing on me. Didn't do well. On the steam tank... What else is going on? My Duke continues the fight with the handgunners, bashing them all down to 1.
Well, they caused a wound on you.
And also stands. He also puts a wound through with his strength 3 attacks. At this point, his 3 riders have moved around and shot off my fleeing, not my fleeing, but my remaining Knight of the Realm from the Green Knight.
Did you shoot him or you charge him?
I think he shot me. No, he shot me.
Okay.
He did not charge me. The Green Knights have come off the hill and gotten the flank of the halberds. What happened here? So the next turn...
Well, the previous turn, so you charge in the steam tank.
Charge in the steam tank, and and
you're chaffing up the halberds.
The aspirants came forward as chaff. Correct.
Okay.
The... the Duke that was back that killed the Hellblaster and then killed the handgunners now is going to charge the rear of the Arcane Engine, which forces it to flee. And it's a weird angle, because when we looked at the angle, he bounced through my guy, my general, through the terrain, the impassable, through my other unit into the woods.
That's a lot of rolls.
And took 3 or 4... he came 1 short of dying from all that. So... Not sure I forget how many it was, but I think it was 3 on 1 to 3 for my character, 3 on 1 to 3 from the impassable, same for my other unit, and then 3 on 1s from the woods.
Yeah.
And took one wound short of dying. We charged in. We did enough wounds to the tank. We did 3 wounds to the tank. The tank smartly reforms to give me the flank and put himself out of arc of my general, which is right there, ready to come into his flank. The halberdiers...
Can he do that?
What do you mean? Why
tank.
can't he? Why couldn't he?
Because all he can do is pivot.
The tank can't reform? Don't know. I didn't see anything wrong with it. I could be completely
Just
wrong.
because it's a long base and... You see what I'm saying?
Combat reform, your center doesn't stay the same.
Yeah.
So Same thing as my knights did over there in the ruins. Anyway, and the halberdiers came forward to where you see them, just threatening the unit of white knights. He's kept in his front, but just barely. But they are in his front.
Okay.
So he's not giving up a flank to him.
But he's giving up a rear to the green guys.
He's giving up a rear to the green guys. So that I did that. I guess I did that diagram a turn early.
Okay.
There's where the Lord charged the arcane engine.
Okay.
It fled through all that nonsense, and then it redirected into the steam tank.
Okay.
The Grail Knights in the back and the White Knights charge the front. Green Knights charge the rear. The only thing that scares me at all about this is they have the Exemplar's Flame, so they do have lethal strike. It's only on a 6 to wound though, so they smash into it, kill it, overrun, and catch it. I broke them.
Catch it.
The halberdiers.
Oh, okay.
Crushed them.
Okay.
Elsewhere, I come in and charge and completely whiff on the steam tank. Did no more wounds to it.
Okay.
I came in and killed the steam tank. Sorry. Came in and killed the steam tank.
Seems to be missing. But
yeah.
He did another wound to you?
He did another. I had healed a wound in my magic phase, and then he put a wound on me with his grind attacks.
Okay.
So that's where we're looking there. He had put 4 out of 5 wounds on his balloon. So on the final turn...
Did you shoot down his balloon?
The final turn...
Or is he running?
He is running currently.
Okay.
So this was on the bottom of turn 6. Bottom of turn 6, I actually tried my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units all here, all dashed into his deployment zone.
Okay.
For the objective. The mage turned around from where she was and stayed within 12 inches of the archers and tried to cast, even tried a summer growth on the guys in the woods to get more shots. So it came down to only 4. Fired at the stupid thing, needing 3s, only 1 hit. Wounded, and he failed his save.
Oh, he did?
And I blew up his balloon.
Okay.
Blew up his balloon with archers. And why isn't this changing screens? Maybe because I got to go over there and click on the actual screen. There we go. There we go. Bing, bing. Shot him down, killed the nasty thing.
So his Imperial Guard just walked into the...
And his Imperial Guard had walked into my deployment zone like it was really going to matter.
And it looks like you got rid of
I
2 more knights.
I had hit one more time with a bolt thrower. One short of one more hit, and I could have picked out characters, but that never happened.
Yeah.
So, and that's where the game's going to end.
And what happened with the bolt thrower and the handgunner duel?
Oh, he
to
won.
death?
He won. No. He shot that one round. Next round, he marched up on me.
Okay.
And then, from 4 inches away, charged me.
Yeah. Okay.
Turn 5 or 6, and ended up killing him. The death march for the handgunners. That was the longest I've seen handgunners move. Although these guys down here, it's Imperial Guard, did the whole thing themselves. They got into my deployment zone and turned around.
Yep.
So basically, these are the 2 units he has left.
Yep.
I forgot what I did. I think the riders. I killed the riders at some point. I believe it was with another Master of Earth.
Okay.
And ended up being a crushing win for me. 18-2.
All right. So you proved that your cavalry's better.
My cav is better. So in the one game, I've more than doubled my points.
There you go.
So it's looking better now. Even though it's still not looking great. That'll do it for now.
All right. Till next game.
Thanks, man.